Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Paul. And the Cowboys will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulldogs offense will be first on the attack. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's White. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's White. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Soft spot in the middle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, 1st drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
They get set for the point after as we have the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cowboys offense will have its 1st possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snap from the gun on third down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rivers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Looking for space, it's Harris. Gets it past the marker. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down. The Cowboys have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Got his man downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there, a first down, and they're down to the 42. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Release to the back. Gets it out fast. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab on the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rivers. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Fresno State. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you want to play better on offense. You want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.